Circulation of blood. The continuous flow of blood inside our body is called blood circulation. The rhythmic contraction and expansion of the heart result in a continuous flow of blood to the lungs and other parts of the body. Let us study how the circulation of blood takes place in the human body. Circulation of blood in the right side of the heart. The deoxygenated blood enters the right atrium of the heart through two large veins, the inferior vena cava and the superior vena cava. The deoxygenated blood from the anterior part of the body is collected by the superior vena cava. The inferior vena cava collects deoxygenated blood from the posterior part of the body. These two veins pour deoxygenated blood into the right atrium. The right atrium contracts, systole, and pumps deoxygenated blood into the right ventricle through the open tricuspid valve. At the end of the atrial contraction, the right ventricle gets filled with blood. The tricuspid valve closes. This prevents the backflow of blood into the right atrium. Now the right ventricle contracts and the semilunar valves open. The deoxygenated blood is pushed into the pulmonary artery, which transports it to the lungs for oxygenation. At the end of the ventricular contraction, the semilunar valves close. In the lungs, the exchange of gases takes place and the blood gets oxygenated. Circulation of blood in the left side of the heart. 4 pulmonary veins, 2 from each lung, empty oxygenated blood into the left atrium. The left atrium contracts and pumps oxygenated blood into the left ventricle through the open bicuspid valve. At the end of the atrial contraction, the left ventricle gets filled with blood. The bicuspid valve closes. This prevents the backflow of blood. As the left ventricle contracts, the oxygenated blood is pushed into the aorta through open semilunar valves. This oxygenated blood is pumped with great pressure to enable it to reach all parts of the body. At the end of the ventricular contraction, the semilunar valves close. The left side of the heart always receives oxygenated blood while the right side of the heart always receives deoxygenated blood. It is important to note that both the atrium gets filled with blood simultaneously. Also, they contract together to push blood out of them and relax together to receive blood into them. In the same way, both ventricles contract and relax simultaneously. The contraction of atria is quickly followed by the contraction of ventricles. The heart produces lub-dub sound during its contraction and relaxation. The lub sound is produced when the bicuspid and tricuspid valves get closed. The dub sound,